Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to Mind & Co Yoga. My name's Kayla and today I'm going to take you through a flow that I really love. It uses a lot of basic foundational poses to just kind of elevate you in your practice. Today's inspiration is about being your own inspiration. So look no further, just look inside yourself. Go ahead, put on your favorite music and meet me on your mat. All right, everyone, welcome to your mat. Go ahead, find a comfortable seated position. Your sit bones can be on your heels for this first little bit. Gently close your eyes, roll your shoulders forward, up by your ears, and back. Take a big inhale through your nose and a clearing exhale through your mouth. Go ahead, do one more. And out through your mouth. Last one here, in through your nose. One more sip of air in and out through your mouth. Allow your breath to slow. Welcome to yourself. Welcome to your mat. I like to call that little exercise just dropping in. Clearing anything that has happened before you arrived on your mat today. Go ahead, inhale, circle your arms around your head, creating space in your torso. Gaze up here, grab your right hand with your left hand and push up just a little bit more. And as you exhale, guide your hands in front of you, round your back like you're tucking your belly in towards your spine. And inhale like you're painting the space in front of you. Guide your hands back up towards the sky, taking a slight back bend. And as you exhale, move back through center. Allow your hands to drop back by your side. Take one more inhale through your nose. Out through your nose. Inhale, circle your arms back up. Gaze up. And as you exhale, drop your right hand to your side. Left arm moves over your body, creating space in your left side body, taking a slight side bend. Gaze up at your left arm. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, bend just a little bit more, baby, bending into that right elbow. Inhale back through center, right arm goes up, gaze up. Exhale, move that left arm down to the side, right arm swoops over you. Taking a right side bend now, maybe bending into that left elbow to create more space. Take an inhale, feel the breath moving through your throat down into your belly. And exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Inhale back through center, left arm follows up, gaze up. And as you exhale, drop your hands to the mat, palms to the floor. Find a tabletop position. I always like to take side bends to start my practice. I feel like I almost feel my body click into place. Go ahead, inhale, drop your belly to the floor, untuck your toes, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Gaze up, taking a cow. And as you exhale, slowly push the floor away from you, tucking your chin. Belly goes towards your spine, rounding your back. Gaze at your navel. And move back to center. We're just going to do one of those today. Untuck your toes. Go ahead, take a few wrist circles here. Maybe moving your shoulders off to the right and then forward over your wrists, off to the left and then back. Feel free to take these a little bit bigger, getting your whole body into it, moving your hips in a circle as well, creating as much space in your wrists and your hips as you can. Exhaling as you go back, inhaling as you pull forward. When you get back, go ahead, switch directions over to the left now. Inhaling as you go forward. Exhaling as you go back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Good job. One more round just like this. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Go ahead, drop into a full child's pose. We'll be here just for 3 breaths. Knees as wide as your mat, hips active and pushing back towards your heels, almost like you're tilting your pelvic floor down. Walk your hands out in front of you and grip the mat in front of you. Lift your elbows off of the mat, making it an active child's pose. Drop your forehead to the floor. And still take one big inhale through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Gripping the mat in front of you, exhale through your nose. Sinking a little bit further back towards your heels. One more inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Go ahead, walk your hands back under your shoulders. Gently push yourself up into a seated position. Move your knees in here. And moving through tabletop, find downward facing dog. So slowly walk your hands out in front of you till your shoulders are over your wrist. Untuck your toes here. And then send your hips high. And when you do this, think about your belly dropping to the floor to really guide with your tailbone. So drop your belly, straighten your knees, and send it into a downward facing dog. If you need to have your knees bent here, go ahead, have a generous bend. We're just starting to warm up. Walk out your dog, bending one knee while you straighten the other and vice versa until you feel that you've really found yourself in this position, until you feel very present with where you're at. Know that our body can be our greatest inspiration and our greatest way to know what to do next. Maybe we feel tight in our hips. That means that we need to spend a little bit more time opening ourselves up and releasing any emotions that we've built up the last week. If we feel tight in our shoulders, maybe it's because we're a little bit stressed, a little bit anxious about something else, and we need to trust the process a little bit more. Or maybe it's a sign that we need to take action to catching whatever we're trying to achieve. Good job. In this downward facing dog, go ahead, take an inhale, gaze to the top of your mat, go on your tippy toes and bend your knees. And as you exhale, roll forward, just like a wave, tucking your chin, moving one vertebrae at a time into a high plank. Take an inhale here, move your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. You're on your toes, the balls of your feet here. And as you exhale, just lower your hips down, a modified upward facing dog. Knees are off the mat, toes are tucked. Shoulders are rolling back, shoulder blades pressing down your spine, and your gaze is up. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, tuck your chin, send your hips high, move it back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet back in, hip distance apart. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, take your right hand, reach on the outside of your left leg, peek up underneath your left armpit. Really feeling a twist here, feeling a stretch in your left hamstring. Take another inhale, one more sip of air. And as you exhale, release that right hand back to the mat. Take an inhale, and just for a second, notice the difference in your legs in your downward facing dog after that stretch. One more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead, walk your left hand outside your right leg. Gaze underneath your right armpit, taking a twist on the opposite side. If your knees need to be bent here, that's totally fine. Do whatever serves your body today in this moment. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, release that hand. Move back to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Go on your tippy toes. And exhale, slowly walk up your feet in between your hands, meet in a forward fold. Really milking out this movement here, pressing through your shoulder blades to create space in that upper back area. Inhale, halfway lift, peace fingers on the mat or hands to shin, gaze out in front of you because that's where your heart is leading you. Pull your shoulder blades back. And exhale, take a generous bend in your knees, fold back down. Maybe you grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Feel your weight shift in your feet. Spread your toes on your mat for greater stability. Good job. Inhale, circle your arms over your head, stand up, gaze up. Arms are active. Close the space between your fingers. And exhale, hands to heart center. Hold here. Samastitihi. Go ahead, close your eyes. Pull your shoulder blades back. Press your palms together. Notice the floor beneath you. Really drop into this moment. Eyes still closed, take an inhale. And as you exhale, open up your palms. Bring your hands down by your thighs, palms facing forward, shoulder blades pulling back, eyes still closed. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose and hold here, really dropping into this present moment. Knowing that if we need to be inspired, we don't need to look any further than our own selves. Just look at our daily routines. There's little moments, little things that we do throughout the day that can serve a reminder of how to carry on with our mental state, our physical state, how to treat others. Go ahead, blink open your eyes. Inhale, circle your arms around you, gaze up. And exhale, fold forward, hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze out in front of you, roll your shoulder blades back. Exhale, plant your hands down, chaturanga, high plank to low plank, squeezing those elbows in, holding your core tight. Don't let your belly drop to the floor. And inhale, upward facing dog, pressing into the tops of your feet. Knees are lifted off of the mat. Gaze up. Exhale, untuck your toes, send your hips high. Downward facing dog. For example, one of the things that inspired me today is taking a moment to realize that every morning I open up my window and burn a little bit of incense to clear any energy that accrued over the previous day or previous night. And it's almost like coming back to my yoga practice is opening up the window to my soul, just letting things move through, move freely, creating a clean slate of whenever I do next after I practice. Whatever happens after I leave my mat, I know that I've opened up my own window on the inside to allow fresh energy in. Go ahead, inhale here, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, bend your knees and find yourself in a forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms by your legs, meet me in chair pose. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, circle that right arm back. Taking a slight twist at the torso, gaze back at that right arm. Fingertips are closed, creating one long line of energy. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, open up that left hand. Gaze back at your left hand. Fingertips still closed. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sink 1 inch deeper. Inhale, back through center, gaze up. Exhale, stand up tall, hands through heart center, forward, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your hands down, chaturanga, high plank to low plank, tucking in your belly and your elbows. And inhale, push the floor away from you. Roll to the tops of your feet, gaze up, knees off of your mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work. Go ahead, inhale, send that right leg high. Hips are square here, not opening up to one side, not quite yet. And exhale, bend that knee, send it to your nose, knee to nose. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send that right leg back up. And as you exhale, open up your hips, stack them on top of each other, and slowly guide that right leg down behind you. Meet me in wild thing. As you exhale, your hips lower. As you inhale, you press into the mat, your hips high. Right arm sweeping over your head. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, flip your dog back over, 3-legged dog. Inhale, gaze at your knee. Exhale, slowly bend into your right knee. Gently as you can, place that right foot in the front of your mat. Meet me in crescent lunge. Biceps by your ears, 90-degree bend in your right knee. You're on the balls of your feet of your left foot. Knee is off the mat. Hold here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend at your elbows, cactus your arms, take a slight back bend. Inhale, straightens you, leading with your pinkies. Take another inhale. As you exhale, circle your arms out to the side. Go ahead, clasp your hands behind your back. Pull your shoulders open. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, rotate that back foot down to where your heel is on the mat, almost like you're in a warrior one. And gently leading with your heart, melt forward on the inside of your right leg. Hands go high behind you, taking a humble warrior, a good shoulder stretch. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, leading with your fists, guide yourself back up. Meet me back in crescent. Lift that heel back off of the ground of your left foot, biceps by your ears. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, circle your arms, plant them on each side of your right foot, chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll over the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to open up our hips and our shoulders here. Two common spaces that we need to create more space. Inhale, left leg high, keeping your hips squared. Exhale, sink deeper. Go ahead, inhale here. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Bring it up, knee to nose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send that left leg high. Open up your hips, stack them on top of each other. And as you exhale, send that left foot behind you. Lower your hips down onto the floor, moving into wild thing. Inhale, press off of that left leg. Wild thing behind you. Gaze at your left hand. Take another inhale here. And exhale, hold. One more inhale. Exhale, close off your dog. Send that left leg high, left hand to the ground. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend that left knee. Gently step it in between your hands. Meet me in crescent lunge. You're on the balls of your feet of your right foot. Biceps by your ears, gaze up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend at your elbows, cactus your arms, take a slight back bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, sink deeper. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, circle your arms to the side. This time, intertwine your fingers the opposite way. Whatever thumb was tucked on top or tucked below is now on top. Inhale, open up your shoulders. And exhale, melt your heart forward. Go ahead, plant that back foot down. Your right heel meets your mat as your shoulders go on the inside of your left leg. Hold here, take one more inhale. One more exhale. As you inhale, lead with your fist. Move that heel off of your mat. You're now on the balls of your feet of your right foot. Release the bind. Back to crescent lunge. One inhale here, gaze up. Exhale, circle your arms around. Plant them on each side of your left foot. Send it back, chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Good work. Holding here. In and out through your nose. Think of one thing that you can do today to inspire yourself. Maybe it's going for a walk and noticing something on your path that you haven't noticed before. Maybe it's greeting your roommate or whoever you live with a gentler hello than you did yesterday. Go ahead, inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send that right leg behind you, drop your hips. Inhale, wild thing, hips go high. Exhale, close off your dog, back to 3-leg dog. Inhale, reset. Exhale, step forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, circle your arms out to your side. Intertwine your fingers. Inhale, open up your heart. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale here. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, go ahead, open up warrior two to the back of your mat, bending into your left knee. Right foot is parallel with the short side of your mat. Gaze over your middle finger. Hold here. Notice your warrior. Maybe push the mat away from you with your feet, and then squeeze the mat towards you and notice the different muscles that you're using. Take an inhale, sink lower, lean forward. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Your right arm can swoop behind you to maybe grab your left thigh, left bicep by your ear, gaze up. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, straighten that left leg. Arms come out to a T. Send your hips back. Lean forward for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right arm is high. Wrist is stacked over your shoulder, stacked over your other shoulder, and over your other wrist. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, stand back up, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take Sky Archer pose. Really leaning into that hip, opening up your chest. Take one more inhale. And exhale, wash it out. Chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Now facing the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale down. Hold here for 3 breaths. One more breath. Good work. Let's inhale that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, send that behind you. Lower your hips down to the floor. Inhale, send your hips high, wild thing. Exhale, close off your dog, 3-legged dog. Inhale, reset. Exhale, step it forward as slow as you can. Meet me in crescent lunge. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms, take a slight back bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, circle your arms out to the side. Opposite hand crossing over the other. Take an inhale, open up your heart. Exhale, melt your shoulders forward. Inhale here. Exhale, woo, maybe you might fall. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, open up warrior two now to the front of your mat, bending 90 degrees in your right leg. Left leg is straight back behind you. Gaze over your middle finger. Take an inhale here. Press the mat away from you with your feet. And then exhale, pull the mat in towards. Inhale, sink deeper. Lean a little forward. And exhale, tuck that left arm. Right arm sweeps over you. Reverse warrior two. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, straighten that right leg. Arms come out to a T. Send your hips back. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left arm high. Right arm on the outside of your right leg. Gaze up. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, come back to T. Grab your right wrist with your left arm and Sky Archer. Creating a right side body stretch. Hold here. Take one inhale. Exhale, windmill your arms down. High plank to low plank, wash it out, chaturanga. Now facing the front of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale down, hold here for 2 breaths. Good job. Take an inhale, raise that right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, send that right leg behind you, lower your hips. Inhale, hips go high. Exhale, close off your wild thing back to 3-legged dog. Inhale, resets. Exhale allows you to step through crescent lunge. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms, take a slight back bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, circle your arms out to the side, clasp your hands. Inhale, open up your heart, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, melt forward, humble warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, open it up, warrior two to the back. Inhale, sink deeper, lean forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm tucks behind your back, left arm over your head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Hands out to a T. Tiptoe your arms over, hips high. Utthita Trikonasana, gaze up at your right hand. Take an inhale here. Exhale, grab that left wrist with your right hand. Sky Archer. Take an inhale here. And exhale onto the left leg. I'm going to readjust so I don't hit the plant. Go ahead, move into Warrior 3. Balancing on your left leg. Arms out to a T, hips squared, facing down. Back foot is flexed. Hold here. Take an inhale. And exhale. Go ahead, arms come to heart center in prayer. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower down into a Shiva squat, tucking your knees behind each other. Take an inhale. Go back up to Warrior 3. As you exhale, lower down. One more time, one Shiva squat. Inhale, back up. Exhale, one last time. This time as you inhale back up, drop your right arm down. Left arm goes high, reverse half moon. Try to gaze up at your left arm here. Woo, I'm a little wobbly. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, stand up, one leg Tadasana, one leg mountain pose. Your right knee to your chest, standing on your left leg, biceps by your ears. Hold here, take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower your left hand to your hip. Your right peace fingers wrap around your right big toe and extend your foot out in front of you. If you need to keep your knee bent like that, that's okay. Or if you need to keep it here, that's okay too. Otherwise, do a full extension. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, left arm comes out, right leg swings open like a gate, and your gaze follows your left hand out to the side. Good job. Take an inhale here. Exhale, close the gate back off. Slowly lower down like a pistol squat. Roll back. And as you roll forward, your right leg goes high into a standing split. Really rolling back allows you to just get a little bit of momentum. And now you know what's coming next if you've been doing my videos for a while. Let's mess with our inner child and our trust and our experience. Take 3 handstand hops here. Every exhale allows you to push off of your left foot, guiding with your right foot. And whenever you're ready, wash it out, chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work being brave on those hops, being brave with your strength. You're already inspiring yourself today to get outside your comfort zone, try something hard, try something you normally wouldn't do. We're facing the back of our mat, so that means let's inhale our right or our left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, flip it over, lower your hips down. Inhale, wild thing, hips go high. Exhale, close off your dog, 3-leg dog. Take an inhale to reset. Exhale, crescent lunge as slowly as you can. Step that left foot forward. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms, take a back bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, circle your arms out beside you. Clasp opposite hands. Take an inhale, shine your heart. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale here. Woo! Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Now back to the front of your mat. Hello, our old home. Gaze over your middle finger, take an inhale, sink deeper, lean forward. Exhale, tuck that left arm. Right arm sweeps over, reverse warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten that front leg, arms to a T. Triangle pose. Tick-tock your arms down. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, go ahead, come back up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, sky archer. One more here. Take an inhale. Exhale, move into that warrior 3. Now onto your right leg. Left leg is out behind you. Hips are down, facing the floor. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, hands to heart center, lower down for a Shiva squat, tucking that left knee behind your right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. This time, inhale, left arm goes down, right arm goes high. Inhale, back up to a reverse half moon. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, stand up tall, one-legged Tadasana. Take an inhale to reset. And as you exhale, this time your left peace fingers wrap around your left toe. Remember, if you need to leave your leg bent, that's totally fine. And as you exhale, straighten out that leg. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right arm goes long, gaze follows. As you open up the gate, your left leg opens up to the side. Hold here, take an inhale. Exhale, close the gate off. Slowly roll down, pistol squat. Roll back onto your back, just like a Gymboree class. And as you stand up, shoot that left leg back behind you for a standing split. Take an inhale here. And exhale, take those handstand hops. Every exhale, you push off of your right foot, guiding with your left foot. As you need, take 3. If you catch a hold, awesome. If not, doesn't really matter. And whenever you're ready, chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, gaze up. Exhale, send it into child's pose. Go ahead, rest your forehead on the mat, knees as wide as the mat. Holding here for just a second. Go ahead, inhale. Slowly roll your body up. No need to do this in a fancy way. Just find yourself in a seated position, legs out in front of you, arms by your hips. Actually, move your fingertips facing your hips. So your arms are just actually a little bit behind your hips. We're going to take an inhale, raise our hips to the sky. Your head can rest back. Take another inhale here. It's like a reverse plank. Exhale, hold. One more inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Slowly lower your hips down onto your back. Bring your right knee into your chest. Pull your right knee out to the side, almost like you're tucking it in your armpit. Take a few wrist rolls. Or, your foot wrists. Ankle rolls, ankle circles. And now switch directions. Good job. Take an inhale, move your leg back through center. And as you exhale, go ahead, bring that right knee up, your left knee up, cross your right ankle over your left knee. And really try to push your right knee forward where your toes are pointing, feeling an opener in your hip. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, plant your right foot onto the mat. Your left knee follows, creating a side twist here that also opens up the side of your hips. If you need, you can use your left hand to support your right knee if you need to get the angle just right. Hold here. Your right arm can be long and your gaze can follow. Take another inhale and an exhale. Inhale back to a seated figure 4. And as you exhale, just switch your feet. Go ahead. Right leg goes long, left knee into your chest, over towards your armpit, opening up the inner groin here. And let's take an ankle roll, ankle circle in one direction. Go ahead, switch directions. Take an inhale here as you move your knee back to center, bending your right knee. Cross your left ankle over your right knee, holding here, opening up your hips just a little bit more. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, rock your hips over, planting your left foot on the ground. Your right knee follows. Your left arm out to a T, your gaze follows there. Using your right arm if you need to maybe support your left leg a little bit more, allowing more sensation. Try to relax your hips here. Relax your hip flexors. Just let the stretch work for you. Take another inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Good job. Inhale back through center. Go ahead, bring both of your knees to your chest. And as you exhale, grab the outside of your feet. Meet me in happy baby. Be rocking side to side to massage your lower back. Gently pulling your feet closer to the ground to allow a greater hip stretch. Really enjoying this yin today. Usually I like to do a lot of faster paced yoga, as I'm sure you guys know. But today, just sitting in a happy baby feels good. I think it's nice to sometimes notice what your body needs and when, and listening to it. Sometimes our mind is so set in its way that our body's crying for help and we try to override it. But we need to create a healthy relationship between mind and body. And listening to your body is one way to do that. Go ahead, inhale, bring your knees slowly into your chest. And as you exhale, gently just walk your feet out until they're laying flat on the ground for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Eyes are closed. Go ahead, move your arms and legs out 2 inches wider than what they are now. Take one inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Go ahead, hold here. I'll guide you out of it in due time. But for now, just enjoy the stillness and the space you're allowing for yourself and your body to just simply be. Go ahead and bring awareness to any smells or sounds around you. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms overhead like you're waking up for the first time. And roll over onto whatever side feels good to you. Eyes still gentle, soft, and closed. Using your bicep as a pillow. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale through your nose, gently press yourself up into a seated position, eyes still closed. Find yourself with your left hand on your heart, right hand on your knee, palm facing up. Back supported, not being lazy in this gratitude posture. May we allow inspiration to come to us from the outside and inside, coming in through our left hand, and may we serve inspiration to others, exiting through our right hand. Hands to heart center and gratitude. Thank you so much for spending time with me on your mat today. Namaste.